see if Sandwich comes out a little more aggressive, Dick.
Yeah, what do you think? The message from the Sandwich coach to his troops were?
I think he'd probably say we're better than this. Don't you?
Yeah. Don't criticize him too much because we don't want to get any emails about us talking about the opposing
seriously,
coach.
I mean,
Well, Dick, we just checked. The last game we did, which was just about a week ago, right?
Yes, last week.
130 hits.
130 hits, but one of those 130 hits came from the
Right.
John Paul coach,
Oh,
and
there's
he
a turnover.
now, Dick.
and he was unhappy with us.
Yeah,
So-
he wasn't.
Is this the second meeting or the first meeting?
This is the only meeting, which is kind of strange.
only
Yeah,
other meeting, so I
yeah,
don't-
yeah. I said that I asked both coaches that, and now that I'm looking down there, the coach I spoke to was the assistant
Do you,
coach.
do you think that the Sandwich picked up Nantucket, thinking they're going to have pretty easy time?
Well, the assistant coach there.
Nice hit, and they'll get a flag.
Ooh, he didn't like that.
The assistant coach down there, Dennis, the guy with the shorts on, that's the guy I was speaking to before the game. He seems to be the assistant as I look down there now.
Right.
He said, Aloisi said, this is their only meeting with them and they get the home game out of it. So I said, how did this come about? And he said, you know, he coached at Bourne, and Bourne used to play Nantucket on a regular basis, and the junior teams there, the middle school teams, and
Okay, we'll change
the
it to
pre-high
next
school
week,
kids play each other on a regular basis. So he wants to get the rivalry going again, which I think is smart.
That's smart. You know, you don't have to go over the bridge. You know.
Put in,
Any games you play without going over the bridge is good games, right?
Exactly right. But I mean, don't you think maybe Sandwich took the game lightly? That
They probably said, yeah, we'll play Nantucket, we'll go over there, we can get a victory. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. That's probably the way they planned it out. Now
they're overwhelmed.
Now they're overwhelmed. But this opens it up to, you know, we're going to play you next year. We're going to play you home and home. You're going to come to us next year.
Yeah.
Put in there. Take that out. Put in.
Oh, there's-
Big save by Bailey. Woo!
that was a
It's real
blistering
since
shot.
1996.
So Dick,
It's real on Nantucket since 1990.
oh, breakaway.
There's the speed. There's the speed.
Dana Sunderland.
Since
Trying to
1996.
Trying to get the backhander going there. He beat him down the field, but the defense come up and held him off before he got the shot off.
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
Long pass.
Can you keep that in there?
So Nantucket
All right.
now.
Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. No, good.
And Nantucket
Thanks,
settles
Mary.
it. They got the numbers.
Yep, bye.
They're going to take their time, Dick. Set it up.
Yeah, they're going to be in a no big hurry now, Dennis. They're going to
We go to a four corners.
each possession they're going to look for a good shot out of it and go from there. Take time off the clock, have a nice long possession, and end up with a good shot at the end of it. Nothing Sandwich can do
So now
about that without a shot clock.
Theoretically, if they could control the ball for the entire period if they wanted, right?
Yes, yes. You don't have to take a shot as long as you keep moving.
Yeah, Wilson! Hey, good check, Wilson! Get on the shot! Nail him! Hit him in the round!
Coach was yelling that
Good check.
players could have checked balling right out of bounds there. Opted, backed off.
Dana Sundell gets the ball, and Aloisi comes out.
Again, Nantucket's not going to force a wild shot from the
Well, they got
outside.
the lead, and this is a big game for them. So they're not going to. They're going to sit on it, I think, a little bit, Dick.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Getting a little bit fancy there with the
Turnover.
cross pass coming across, and
that's
it
right.
cost them. They didn't get the shot at the end of it. One thing they want to do is get the shot at the end. Oh, big collision.
Big hit.
Earl.
Pearl's cut, I think. Pearl's bleeding. Pearl's bleeding. He's upset right now. The last thing he wants is to have stitches with graduation coming up. That's a lot.
We got to get him to turn around so we can see it.
Yeah. Well, first thing Cassie's going to do is stop the bleeding. Once she stops the bleeding, she's going to have to
Looks like
determine.
he's cutting his forehead.
Yeah. Well, she's going to have to determine if he's going to need the stitches. If he's going to need the stitches, he'll leave us here. Well, back on the field there, Sandwich had a momentum switch, but then they Nantucket checked them out of bounds, and Nantucket takes over possession here.
Quintown with the nice pass. Patrick Finley. Gamboni, Sundel, Aloisi. They're taking their time, and they're going to take a timeout.
Aloisi takes a timeout. The coaches are yelling Nantucket had too many men on the field. And I think Aloisi recognized he might have had too many men in the field. He calls the timeout.
Probably got a little confused with the injury to Jake Pearl.
I'll say too many guys on the field.
The coach is yelling, you got to count them, and it's too late now.
So, yeah.
Unless they want to come up here and look at our video. Should we call them up here, Gino? We can show them our video.
Yeah,
we
come on up. We like having visitors, don't we?
We'll take a short break and be back after they count them off. All right, Sandwich is fired up, Dennis.
Fired up.
They're fired up, but they're down by 7.
The Bears playing tonight, Gino?
No, I wish they were.
As a matter of fact,
But
Gino,
LeBron, the
One of these days we're gonna drink on the Bears.
Oh, yes.
Gino
Oh,
keeps
yeah.
Gino keeps telling us
I pay my bets.
he hasn't paid yet.
It's coming.
It's coming.
You can stop in New Hampshire.
You can stop in New Hampshire and buy a lot cheaper. Yeah.
But you only want water.
That's
you
all
want
I
a
can
six-pack
drink is
of
water.
Do you want seltzer or do you want...
Pellegrino's good.
Okay.
That's what I like.
What do we got here?
Gas or no gas? That's what they say in the plains of Spain. You want water with
right.
gas or no gas? What a conversation going on down there.
There is.
I don't know if they can call too many men in the field after the fact.
It's Perry trying to explain it away.
Okay, I heard him say they were calling it should have been offside, meaning Nantucket had too many men in the box as opposed to too many men on the field. But either way, I don't think they can do the counting now. Yeah. It looks like Cassie Moran, the trainer, wants Jake Pearl out of there, meaning he probably needs stitches. That would be the only reason for him to get him out of here. Yeah, this is Mom coming up, so they're going to make a decision on whether bring him over to the emergency room to get stitched up or not.
If you need stitches, you got to do it.
All right, here we go. Back to the action.
Back to the action on the field. Okay, let's see if all that yelling and hooting and hauling in the timeout, Gino, pays off here for Sandwich. They need a goal in a hurry. No ands, it's a buts about it. They need a goal.
But then again, they play a lot around the perimeter.
Yeah.
There's no sense of urgency there.
No, but there's nothing else that'll.
Throw it away.
Yeah, nothing else that'll help them right now other than a goal, Dennis. And they get the worst possible scenario, a turnover. They don't even get a shot.
A long pass. Sandwich long stick there, fighting for control.
So Jake Pearl is leaving the field.
Jack Sylvia.
That'll be the end of his day, as I assume he's going to get his forehead stitched up.
Yeah, if he's leaving the field, he needs stitches.
You get any stitches, Dick? Ooh.
Did I get any stitches? I think I got 2 or 3 on my hand. Nothing on my,
Nothing on the face.
nothing on the face. No.
What about you, Dennis?
Stitches?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
On your face or knees? I've had them on knees.
I've had, my hand, I know,
Yeah.
I got a couple of stitches.
I had some in my mouth from a dentist on a tooth problem at one time.
Oh, I know, I had stitches when I got hit in the eye with a golf club.
Ooh.
Were you playing with Vito that day? Did he?
No. My brother-in-law
Oh, gee.
hit me with a backswing.
Your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
That sounds like it was on
It was on a
purpose.
driving range.
That sounds like it was on purpose. When your brother-in-law does it, it doesn't sound like an accident.
Oh, you just can't stop them. They
Number
just
4 for Nantucket. Jack Sylvia gets his second. Boy, Sandwich
Wow.
has been
So what do we got here?
10-2.
10-2.
Sandwich is completely outclassed. Been outclassed today. Who would have thought that? to be the case?
I'm completely amazed. If anybody said the score at the field is 10-2, I would say Sandwiches is
I
handing
can
it to
guarantee
us.
you the Whalers are going to watch this over and over again.
Well, they should.
Yeah,
That's what
this
they-
is something
this
to be
may be
really
the-
proud of.
This may be the best game they've played all year.
It ain't over yet, though. We still
No,
have
it's not over.
4:40 to go here in the third period,
No, it's not over.
and a whole fourth period to go. So, as good as Nantucket's played for 2.5 periods, they got to keep it going here. But Sandwich needs to find a way to take some shots. They're doing, as you're saying, Dennis, it looks like they have the lead, the way they're setting up their offense.
Yeah.
They got to force some, and they got to get some shots on goal. That's the only way you think. And there's a shot there. It's blocked on the outside, but at least they took the shot that time.
There was an aggressive play by number 5 for Nantucket, Patrick Finley.
That-
Wheels get control.
Wheels Attacks brought to us by the Sea Grill. All the locals go for great fish and excellent seafood. 45 Sparks Ave. Call now for reservations. 325-5700. The Sea Grill.
Wow, that was amazing.
The long stick.
Oh,
Oh, it's getting.
It's getting real physical now.
Finley again. He didn't, now, number 3 could have moved in a little bit further, yes.
Yeah, that was sort of a forced shot. I know they got to take some shots, but
There was no.
Try to get your best
defenseman
shot.
down the middle.
oh, Pearl's back here, Dennis. So
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't need stitches.
Well, his mom's a nurse, so she
Yeah.
would know.
Get back, Jack, get back!
Oh,
Here's
see?
a goal.
19 rifles went in there, so Sandwich stops the flow of the Whalers. Nantucket's lead is now 10-3. Face-off coming up. Brought to us by the Inquirer and Mirror, Nantucket's newspaper since 1821. For Nantucket's news, information, and sports, the Inquirer and Mirror covers it all. On the newsstand Thursday morning.
Oh, he got a bump on that.
You see it? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Should get a little bit of ice. Get a little bit of ice on it, I would assume.
Yeah, I would.
I might have a little headache tonight.
William Sarni in the game. Just made a nice play.
Natty Davison getting some action. I think he's in there for Pearl. Only a sophomore.
All right, so there's the tactic. I see it. You're right, Dick. They're going to start
They gotta start. They gotta
shooting.
shooting more.
Well, you can't score if you don't shoot. So that was way wide.
Yeah, that's too much of a force shot there.
Yeah, we got a timeout by Nantucket.
Yeah, Eloise sees the flow going away from the wheels. He's going to call a quick timeout here with a minute 49 to go here in the third period. We'll take a short break and be back with third period action. Okay, Sandwich still with possession here after the Nantucket timeout. Eloise wanted to tell his wheelers they got to watch Sandwich, don't give him any momentum.
That one goes wide.
Yeah, Sandwich.
They're reluctant to move in front of the net. I mean, you got to fight your way in. I would think in front of the net.
And you gotta put some of those shots on net too. The last 3 or 4 shots have taken have been way off net.
Way off.
Shirley hasn't even had to make a save on them.
Right there. You got to go in. They're not going. They're going side to side, not north and south.
Oh, that's a good defense. The Wheels are setting them up, keeping them out there.
Absolutely. Let them play with it out there. Just try and stay in front.
Sandwich doesn't have any of the plays where you pass behind the net and come out. Now they're trying it. Nantucket's offense seems to rely on that a lot.
Right there, down the middle.
There we
Good
go.
job by Nantucket.
Don't
Good
lose
defense.
It. Don't lose it.
Good rush by Quinn Town.
14 seconds in the period.
Oh!
What a setup
That
there.
was
What a
good
setup.
one.
The Whalers have got.
It's like a pick and roll, Dick.
Yeah. Hey!
Oh,
Oh!
No time left on the clock. Did they count it?
Eloise is
Did they count
happy.
it?
number 18 for Nantucket.
They're counting it.
They're counting it.
Ethan Fay, rather. His second of the game.
All right, we've played 3 periods here. John Nantucket Wheels 11, Sandwich 3. The hands like they're starting play, and I'm saying to myself, the clock never stopped. I don't know what the heck.
Right. Period 4.
So I
Dick.
guess they got a JV game coming on after this one.
Yes.
All right, Dick.
All right, 4th period action, Dennis, and the Whalers got themselves in prime shape here for a huge victory.
They
Coming into this
played
game,
so well today. It's unbelievable.
coming into this game 12-3.
And as you say, Dick, this is going to be a big one.
Big game because not only will it be the 13th victory, it'll be a win against a tournament-bound team, which helps in your rankings, and a win against an opponent in a higher division. Sandwich being Division 2, Nantucket being Division 3.
John Balling in control, and the Whales can take their time. And
Now, normally you might see the Wheels going to the bench a little bit, but I don't think you're going to see
No,
too many
not
bench
today.
players get into this one. You're playing well, you're playing a big opponent, you want to keep the momentum going.
nice
Oh,
right in front. Oh,
Big setup there.
what a setup.
Nice pass by JT. Eloise just fired it high. Both Eloise and JT have 3 goals apiece. And they almost worked their magic for Eloise getting a 4th. His shot was too high.
Jack Sylvia has 2, and Ethan Fay has 2.
You're talking about the big game tonight, Gino. Get over to the fairgrounds. 15 HD TVs over there for the big NBA playoff game tonight. Fairgrounds, lunch, dinner, kids, pizza, takeout specials, and plenty of TVs in the bar
How about
area.
the Red Sox?
Red Sox are starting to play well. Changed pitching coaches. The pitching seems to be doing a little bit better.
Yeah, they played well last night.
couple of long balls last night from the big guys. They need more of that. One of the sandwich players is down. Cassie Moraine, the trainer, is running over to see what happened. JT lost his balance there. Ball's on the ground. Nobody's come up with it yet.
What do we got? Got a whistle.
Nantucket gets called for the push-off without possession, so that's a turnover.
Oh!
No, that way.
Portion of the game brought to us by Joe Rapaki, helping self-employed people in Nantucket with their business and taxes for years. Give them a call, 228-9090. Santos Rubbish Removal. We clean up the island. Go Whalers, Santos.
Balling.
Oh!
Nice shot. John Balling.
Gets his
His
second.
second.
And Nantucket has a 9-goal lead, so I
I was
think
wondering why we didn't hear any screams. The kids are gone.
he took his little group of kids and left, huh? We'll have to talk to TJ Grant about that.
We
Stay
like
to
that
stay to the
stadium.
end.
We
Stay to
want
the
the
end.
stadium sound.
Well, those kids bring a lot of shouting and yelling to the game.
Should we pipe it in like they do at the Garden Deck? Pipe in the...
So yeah, can we
Have
have
you heard that? Did you hear that that's what they do?
a lot of play? Oh, Atlanta, the football team got in trouble for piping.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Piping
Oh.
in,
That's
They-
not
but-
a good idea.
but they didn't lose. They didn't.
Oh, a
big save.
Saved by Shirley.
They didn't lose a #1 draft pick though. They get fined like $20,000.
Yeah, right.
There's a whole different level for the penalties in the league going against the 31 teams and then going against the Patriots. The Patriots are a whole different level when they get a
Uh-oh, look at that. Oh, man.
unforced error. Unforced error. That'll drive a coach crazy.
I have a feeling Sandwich is going to be watching this quite a bit, too.
Yeah, they
Well,
got
you know,
they got to look at this.
they'll
Yeah.
watch it, but I mean, you don't want to get down too much on the team. So
No, of course not.
But the coach is going to want his kids to look at it and say, hey, if we're going to play in the tournament, we can't play like this, you know?
so you know, they may show it once, and then the coaches will look at it over and over.
Joey, you got him.
Sometimes coaches will just, if you have a bad game, they'll just not show it at all.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
He threw that pass right through the sandwich kid.
Yeah, Nantucket, well, right in front. No. Nantucket really is showing great speed out there. And they're more aggressive, no doubt about it.
And look at this.
Yes.
Gosh.
Balling, he gets the hat trick. So 3 Nantucket Whalers with the hat trick.
And that is a 10-goal lead, right?
10-goal lead. So let's see if the clock keeps moving here now.
Clock is stopped right now, Dick.
7:57 to go in this one. And it's been all Whalers.
All Whalers for the whole game. And there's no, you can't point to any one time in this game where the territorial play was in favor of Sandwich.
And Sandwich picked up a late hit after the goal. So Nantucket's going to
Frustration,
pull.
Dick?
Frustration, yeah. And so Nantucket not only gets the goal, they're a man up here. Let's see if they can win the face-off. And they do. So now they're on a power play for the next 50 seconds.
chance for Nantucket. Huge win possibly coming up.
Starting to look very good.
Yeah, there's no doubt about they're going to get the win, Dennis. But the thing is, and I think it was your first or second sentence of the day, Nantucket looks faster than Sandwich, and it's been that way all day.
More aggressive, faster. No doubt.
No, Nantucket.
Save that.
Sandwich cannot keep up with the speed of Nantucket.
Look at this.
Right down the
Look
middle.
at. Oh!
Bounced it over. That was
Great.
Aloisi. All right.
Great setup there. Island Lumber, 1 Popus Road. Go Whalers. Rain or shine, Island Lumber is always on time. Okay, Sandwich
And there's a flag.
gets through the power play, and now they'll go on the power play.
John Balling going to head to the sideline for a minute.
So Balling will have to sit out for a minute, and Sandwich will have the power play for a minute. If they're going to score another goal, this looks like a time they might do it, being up a man here. 6:50 to go in the game. It's your Nantucket Whalers with a big, commanding 13-3 lead. This would be even a commanding lead in the football game, Dennis,
Yes,
at
it
this
would.
stage of the game, 13-3.
Any sport.
Oh!
In football, you can score 6 points at a time. You can't score 6 points at a time in lacrosse.
Now, Dick, what do you think of the new NFL the 2-point conversion?
That's a nice score right there.
They get a quick one, yeah. Okay, they answer. I like it. I like it.
I do
It's,
too.
What is it?
They're gonna
now they put the ball on the 15 for the extra point if you want to kick it. You
So
got
it's
to
gonna be-
now you got to tell them whether you want to kick it or not kick it. So
Where
that
was it before?
before it was always on the 3 or 2 or 3.
Oh, so you
Two
got
in the
to kick
NFL.
it from the 15
So now it
That's
becomes a 33-yard kick
instead of a.
instead of before it was like a 20-yard
Right.
Ooh,
20-yard kick.
that's a good idea.
So instead of a 20-yard extra point, now it becomes a 33-yard extra
Now
point.
you know what that means, don't you? That kickers are going to get paid even more money.
Right.
That's
They're
exactly right.
Yep.
But what it does is it takes away the surprise go for 2. That'll be gone.
Well, I think
Oh.
the teams will go for 2 more.
Well,
He might go for 2 more, right? But now you don't surprise anybody.
Yeah,
you,
that's
you,
true.
if you say to the official after the touchdown, the coach is going to make a call to the official whether he's going for 1 or for 2, because the official's got to set the ball up. The Sylvia saved by the Sandwich goal. So the official's got to know whether to put the ball on the 2 for the going for 2 extra point, or on the 15 kicking the extra point.
Work it around!
Nantucket taking their time.
Yeah, they're in no hurry
No
now.
hurry. Let that clock run.
9-goal lead. Just about 5 minutes and change left in this one. JVs are starting to stir a bit. There'll be a JV game following this.
Oh, wide open. Look at the lane.
Yeah. Ethan thought about taking the shot, but they're just as happy taking the time off the clock.
Smart play by Ethan. All right, now they're taking their time.
Got to get it back on the box. You can't sit out there too long. Ethan takes that shot, saved by the goalie. And now we're down to 4.5 minutes in this. Sandwich has possession. If that calls from the John Paul coach, Dennis, tell him I'm not here. Tell him I went home early.
I'm telling you, you're
Tell him
here.
I went home early. I'm not here.
You are.
he's looking for you.
Dick, you're a wanted man, Dick.
It's not wrong. It's not bad though if the Pope's looking for you, right? Isn't that good?
All right.
There's a long stick there trying to get into the booth. Jim's coming up.
Yep.
Bring up the long stick, Jim.
See that? Great job by Nantucket. Great defense by Aloisi.
Yeah, even though Sandwich is physically bigger.
Sandwich is no place to go.
Yeah, Sandwich is physically bigger, but Nantucket's much more aggressive and is taking it right to them.
Their defense today is. I mean, we talked a
Just
lot
don't
about
want to
their
shoot
offense.
it.
Yeah.
Sandwich just
No,
does
but
not
there's
want
no,
to shoot and
there's
open.
no lanes.
Right.
We got a timeout.
So we have a timeout on the field with 3 minutes to go. We'll take a short break and be back with the final 3 minutes. The final 3 minutes here, Dennis. At about the 150 or the 130 mark, I'll have you give us a wrap up on the scoring, and then after that we'll get our 3 stars. So be looking at your 3 stars, getting that ready too. We'll do that with about 40 seconds left.
The wind is blowing in north.
Nantucket taking their
Just
time.
gonna run it.
Yeah, they're just running clock now.
Yeah.
You don't want to get anybody hurt. You don't want to pick up any crazy penalties,
Right.
and you don't need any more goals. So
And these guys are just willing to, because they didn't bring it in soon enough.
right, yeah. That's the delay of game turnover.
And they lose control.
Town with a big hit there.
There's a score.
There's a score. And that time he was able to work to the middle, which Sandwich has not been able to do today.
He made the nice extra pass there too and got himself
That's
wide
like
open.
his third goal, I think, Dick.
All right, so give us a wrap up here on the Wheeler scoring today.
Okay, here we go. J.T. Gambroni has 3. Jack Sylvia 2. James Aloisi 3. John Balling 3. Ethan Fay 2. And that's about it.
So 5 Nantucket Wheeler score, all multiple goal scorers. That's interesting. You get multiple goals from 5 different players.
Now, Dick, you want me to go through my stars?
You got your 3 stars. You
Yes,
ready
I
to
do.
go?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, my number 3 star.
Look at that. Sorry. Go ahead.
My number 3 star is the goalie, Bailey Shirley. I thought he played a real nice game, made some good saves, Dick. And I think he perpetuated the defense
I think
for
so too.
Nantucket.
Good choice for
All
that.
right. Number 2 is James Aloisi. Senior leadership. He had 3 goals. He played a strong game at both ends of the field.
Oh, wow. That, I saw that one.
And
That
James,
was uncool.
James is
Jeez.
a little hot water there, is he?
Fall.
No, number 4 just freaked out and smacked him.
Okay.
This went nuts on
And my number 1 star is
Swinging on him.
J.T. Gambroni. Did a great job on offense, getting behind the net and finding the open person. How many assists did he have, Dick?
I had 2 assists for him. I have him the high scorer with the 3 goals and the 2 assists.
Right, okay. Those are my 3 stars.
Okay.
Who you got?
I got a similar but different. I have a 3B, a 3A, and a 3B. I'm giving part of my 3 to Bailey Shirley, but my other part of my 3 to Jack Sylvia. I thought Jack, guy who stepped up today, a guy you don't see all out there. My number 2 star goes to James Aloisi. He got the hat trick, plus unofficially 1 assist. His
Breakaway. And there's the 4th goal.
JT, Ice is your number 1 star, Dennis. Maybe I should change my number 1 star to JT, but I'm going to go with a sort of a surprise here with my number 1 star. My number 1 star I'm going to give to Patrick Finley.
Nice.
I thought the defense back there very strong.
Very strong.
We mentioned the goalie. I think Patrick, along with Quintown, was part of that. And sometimes the guys back there, you don't realize the job they're doing until the job's done. And he did a great job.
This is kind of cliche, but I think they all could have been a star today. They all played really well. Give a lot of kudos to the Nantucket Whalers today.
Boy, this is a win that they're gonna really cherish.
Yep. Uh-oh, a couple of guys going out of the game.
Both.
Sending them both out.
Sarni is coming out.
Well,
And number 3 for
there's only 13 seconds left, so not the time. Calling an unsportsmanlike contact on 2 of the players, 1 from each team.
1:36 left, Dick. So
No, that's 13 seconds left in us. It's 13.6.
13.6. You know, Dick, when you get to be 21, your eyes sometimes
Yep.
fail you.
We're gonna get some bulbs in. We're gonna find out where that store
bulb guy?
Letterman went to just bulbs. So we gotta order some bulbs. While we order them for the field, we gotta order some for the gym too, because sometimes those scoreboards in the gym need bulbs. So we're gonna have to Google that store, just bulbs, and order some bulbs here.
Oh no, there's another problem.
Another penalty at the end of it. Kevin Santangelo comes in and gets his. So Nantucket with a big win here today, 14-5. And we mentioned our stars, but as you said, Dennis, all Whalers that played today were stars. They all stepped up. So Nantucket will go to 13-3, and they'll be gearing themselves for a home game here. The teams are getting ready to shake hands, and we hope there's no incidents there. So we thank Dennis Caron for calling today's game, stepping in for Jeremiah, who was detained at meetings. Gino Gang on camera. This is Dick Herman saying good night for Whaler Sports TV. Visit a network TV. Remember, Dennis, put a smile on your face each and every day, even if it's laugh at yourself. Go Red Sox. Who are you voting for, Gino? Go
Bears.
I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Go Bears.
Go Atlanta. Go Bears.
Yeah, of course.
Go Nantucket. Go stop in New Hampshire. Get some liquid refreshments. See you next week, guys.
Oh, you guys are too much. I'm sorry.